Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Sippin with Shawn. My name's Shawn, of course, and we're here. It's 5:30 on Friday, and we're gonna have a few drinks. We're gonna talk some shit, I guess. Like, that's what I kind of do here for the most part, and yeah, hopefully have some fun. Hopefully have some fun along the way. We got some comments right off the bat. We got Trevor's in a car. He's actually, a buddy of mine. He's on his way over here right now as we speak, but they're sitting in traffic, so it might be a little bit behind, but that's okay because the show just started. We got some time before I have to worry about entertaining guests on top of it. And over on Rumble, we got Will already. He's already sent us a message saying like, "Hey Shawn, what's up, dog?" I'm like, "I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that." It's always good to see that we're utilizing all the platforms here for the live streams. And I just did a short little live stream. It was only a handful of us in there. Like, I think there was about like four of us like watching the live stream over on Locals, but we're doing that right now. So I don't have the thing up here, but I think I have it in the banners here. Yeah, right here. So you can go to tdpn.locals.com and you can go and join and get all the behind the scenes footage that we're kind of like doing, and all the other content that we're putting up there as well. It's not only myself, but it's also Ian with Till Death Podcast and me and him doing the Whiskey Capitalist stuff. And then Movies America, which is Van. He's putting out content as well on there. So like we're all kind of like putting some stuff out there right now. I think Jen eventually will take part in some of like the online stuff. We'll see. But yeah, so tdpn.locals.com, you can go over there and join, get all that stuff going. And if you use the promo code TDPN, we're going to give you a free month of being a supporter, because honestly, you can go and support for only $3 a month. And, that makes a big difference for us, especially, when you start compounding it over like a lot of different people, like all throw in their $3 in. We're going to actually be able to do this as like, professionals. Like we're professional podcasters or something like that. Maybe one day that's the dream. But let's see, we got some other comments coming in here. I'll make sure to get you a new overlay this weekend. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you so much, buddy. Behind the scenes, like when Ian runs off to drop a deuce. Well, I mean, like, I don't even get those kind of privileges. That's got to be like super content like creator, like behind the scenes shit, because I don't even get to see what's going on when he leaves his studio space and whatnot. It's Ian on the throne. He's playing Game of Thrones when he's doing that shit. Now, let's see. I might as well get some of the other banners out of the way while we're doing this thing. Actually, you know what? One of the things I gotta bring up is the fact that, like, we talked about a little bit on the Whiskey Capitalist, where and it's not here, but it's okay, because I thought we were gonna have a banner here for the other thing. Maybe I can just do this. Here, watch this, everybody. We're gonna completely switch stuff here, and we're gonna go over to this side, and I'm gonna pull up a different overlay, even though it's not Sippin with Shawn. We got here, and it's a different promo code down here in the corner. Where if you can use the promo code Sippin, you can get yourself 25% off Nature Clear. And I have a little ad read I'm supposed to do for this thing. So it's like, I want to share a quick story on how this product has helped a number of individuals. I'm not going to read any of that, to be honest, because like I know that there are testimonials online right now where people have actually like raved about this stuff. It's basically like a liquid IV type thing where it's going to help reduce the effects of hangovers, and it's going to obviously hydrate you. And what we noticed with Ian over on Wednesday, when he drank one like live on camera, his synapses in his brain were just firing like crazy, and like he was just on. Like it just like he was like hyper focused and whatnot. So I mean, like for me, I would love something like that, because I'm pretty, like, as we say on YouTube, remedial, like for the most part throughout the day. And I think it would be a great idea to go and get some of these. Now I have a few of these coming my way, I think this week or whatever. So I'm going to try it out. And this is the promo code from the Whiskey Capitalist when you use whiskey. But for today, you can use the code word Sippin, SIPPIN, and you can get yourself 25% off over there and get yourself some cool products. So let's go back over to Sippin with Shawn stuff over this way. We got more comments coming in. In the Game of Thrones, you either shit or you die. I'll get the overlays and other stuff soon. Yeah, no worries, Ian. I know you're busy with other stuff going on right now. I appreciate you taking some time to make those overlays and whatnot for us. So we got Join that shit. Oh, we got Movies America over on Rumble. I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm just kind of like I have Tourette's or something like that because I'm just randomly blurting out comments. But join that shit. Do this. I'm like, no, I'm reading the comments as they're coming in at the bar here. Ian, you look. Here we go. I was already up. Ian, you look tired. How have you been? Have you been thinking? Okay, yeah, because of the synapses, they're firing crazy. Well, I imagine it's probably gonna be like the limitless drug, where after you take that, you're just gonna like shut down. You're gonna lose like 48 hours of like of your life essentially. You're just gonna have to like recover. Now, I don't. That's not true. It's just me fucking bullshitting and cracking jokes. But I do want to get into the show because we're already like 8 minutes into this fucking thing, and all I've done was ramble on about getting your nature clear for 25% off using the promo code Sippin, joining tdpn.locals.com and using the promo code TDPN in order to get a free month over there. So we got all that. And then I guess I'll just bang these things out real fast. Solo.to, so I'm Shawn Cav. That's all of my stuff and everything's sitting with Shawn. I have my own locals page as well, which I'm just kind of using as kind of almost like a Zanga. Bring Zanga back. Zanga was fucking awesome. Am I wrong with that? It was fucking awesome. So therefore, I'm doing that. I'm probably going to end up doing some live streams over there as well. So ShawnCav.locals.com. That's another place for you to be able to go if you're into what I'm doing personally, of course. Solo.to/tildeathstudios for all your graphic arts needs. As you can see, Ian's already in the comments. He's getting his stuff ready to make for me over the weekend. Starting next week, we got all kinds of new overlays for the show. And then we got solo.to/tildeathpodnetwork and on Twitter for tildeathpodnetwork. That's how you can keep up to date with everything that's going on with Till Death Podcast. So, all right, back to the comments section. Zanga, yeah, Zanga was fucking cool. If you don't know, remember what Zanga was, and actually, it wasn't with a Z, it was with an X. It was like total like giant, the Chinese Z sound, like Xi Jinping or whatever that with an X. So like Zanga, but like it was basically like. This is another one that's going to date me as well. Live Journal as well, where like basically it was before Live Journal, where you would basically do like a diary entry. Dear diary, this is everything that had happening currently, and people would give you kudos or whatever. And like it was one of like the first. It was before MySpace and all that type of stuff as well. It was like there was Instant Messenger, and then you had your Zanga. So like. Those were like the two things that went back and forth. And then as soon as MySpace came around, everyone's like, oh, give me that red and blue. They want the friend requests and the DMs and all that type of stuff. So I don't know. It was all that type of stuff. You're good at diaries. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, it's story time. Yeah, I'm just filling everybody in on what's going on with Zanga. Isn't that a gay punch with it? I mean, like, maybe. I haven't had it, but I'll say it's probably true. Up to 25% off on your Nature Clear, everybody. That's right. Use it as promo code SIPPIN, SIPPIN. All right, let's get right on into this because I gotta get a drink in hand. I don't have a drink in hand. Ian, if you want to pull up some background music, we'll get our little like Food Network show going here in just a second. So we got ourselves a fun one today. It's a drink that I am very familiar with, but I've never actually made it myself. There it is. I can hear it. Thank you. This is like I feel like I'm at like a bar or like a biker bar. Nice. Today we are making just a classic old fashioned. And honestly, this is like a great drink. It's one of my favorites. But again, I've never actually had to sit down and make one myself because at home, I do what's known as like a poor man's old fashioned, which would be like bourbon and Jack Rock and Rye and just kind of like mix that in there because I had like the muddled fruit and like the simple syrup type stuff already kind of like in there. But we're going to do a real one today. And I have never done one before, but I pre-muddled a little bit of fruit into a cup with some ice. So we have that. We are going to need some bitters, and we're going to need some simple syrup, which, again, these are items that I've never had to purchase before, but I decided, like, if I'm going to start doing these drinks of the week type things, I need to start getting the weird shit that people, like, keep at, like, actual bars and not just, like, home bars. People at home bars don't typically have this stuff unless, like, you're an alcoholic. Look at what I got. So, now we're going to go into this, and of course we're going to have our bourbon, which, if you can see over in the corner right here, the decanter is going to be obviously Makers. So we're making like a bourbon old fashioned, of course. So 2.5 ounces of bourbon, several drops of simple sugar syrup, or sugar syrup and not simple syrup, but whatever, we'll get by with that. And it's like the same fucking thing. And then we got a few dashes of bitters, combine and stir. Simple, right? Doesn't get much easier than that. So, right out the gate, add the bourbon. Then we're gonna do some bitters. Just a few dashes, they said. We're gonna go like, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Oh, now we went to like a techno like dance party here now with this music. So, and then just a few drops of the simple syrup. So we go, bloop, 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 bloop. And then we're gonna mix that together. I think I got a straw down here. I'll just do that. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then we have ourselves a cocktail, which hopefully this isn't that terrible. I'm hoping it's gonna be pretty good, but we'll see. Yeah, I know it's the Whiskey Capital's intro music, but it's just like it's dance party music. All right, I did all right. This is good. I could drink this. I was so nervous ahead of time. Now we can cut the music, but I was a little nervous getting into this, where I was like, oh no, I hope I don't fuck this up. I'm gonna have to sip on like a terrible fucking drink the entire like next hour of the show, which would really fucking suck. But no, this is actually really good. And one of the ideas I had this week was going to be probably to maybe clip out these sections where I do like the how to, and then maybe make it its own channel where I just do like how to make such a drink with an inexperienced bartender, where I'm sitting there, I'm figuring it out with you. You know, just because I don't know, it might be comical, could be fun. Make it like 10 minutes long. I don't know. It's an idea. It's another show. Another show for the network. You guys tell me. I miss the legendary professional interviewing skills of Cocaine Bear on here. Maybe Heroin Hamster will make an appearance. Well, I mean, like, that would be entertaining. I would be fine with interviewing any kind of small rodents, or I don't even know what a bear is. I guess mammals, because like a bear would be considered is it a mammal? I mean, it hibernates, but it's warm-blooded. I don't fucking know. Again, I'm remedial when it comes to this stuff. I don't know like where you would classify a bear as. But I would definitely consider hamster a rodent. That's good. Okay. Pot panda. Again, with my Tourette's. Let's get into some of these topics here that I have for today. So there's a couple things that we obviously got to cover. We're going to talk about the Hershey bar ad, or the Hershey's chocolate ad, which it's during International Women's Month, and they had a male spokesperson on there. It was transgendered, but it's a man. It's clearly a man, like, who is well, I don't know, maybe I should wait for this one for Rumble, because I feel like I'm gonna end up saying something I shouldn't end up saying on here. Yeah, it's Women's History Month, and it's this is just insane. Oh, hey, what's going on, Will? Have you tried any moonshine sipping creams? I have not tried any moonshine sipping cream, but I hope that's not like a joke or something like that. But yeah, it sounds like it would be pretty good if I tried it. I don't know, but like send me a link. Send me something that I can actually look up and like try and find something, because like if it's actually something I can pick up like a liqueur, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll do one of my bartender guide drinks with it, and I'll use some sipping cream. Let's see here. Well, I don't want to take too long over there, but I definitely have a lot of topics that I feel like are going to be way too spicy for YouTube. But what I can tell you is this. I'll tell you this, that like we're going to go over to Rumble a little bit, and we're going to talk about the Hershey's bar ad. We're going to talk about like the Canadian woodshop teacher up in, I think it was in Toronto or something like that, where this guy was going around with the prosthetic size Z or cup Z, like fake breasts, and he was teaching. Well, this guy got paid leave from the school, so we're going to talk about that one, because I feel like that's just like, maybe that's something we can actually talk about on YouTube, because it's like, you know, it's just right out there in the open. There's nothing that you can like I think is going to get anybody in any kind of shit with YouTube necessarily. And it's everyone's talking about it right now anyway too. So we'll talk about that one before we go over, and then of course I have a bunch of other weird shit that I'm going to talk about as well. I guess Trevor is currently here at my residence. Well, you know where I'm at. I'm in the basement. I'm at the cavern. So let's go over to this article, and it's actually not even a real article. I don't like it when like news companies do this type of shit, but like especially the New York Post, where they make it like a TikTok story or like an Instagram story type thing. Let me see here. There it goes. Now it's pulled up. So let me just try and rearrange this thing so it makes it a little bit better to look at. Okay, so here we go. New York Post, a teacher with massive prosthetic breasts placed on leave. Now, if you remember us talking about this on the Whiskey Capitalist and like any of the other, like, I think on Sippin and Shawn, I've probably talked about it before as well. This guy is like god tier trolling everyone. Apparently, at first everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Like, and I remember we talked about this on the Whiskey Capitals when it first happened. We're like, "How the fuck is this guy actually being serious?" Trying to teach wood shop with those giant fake tits, like with like I would figure like a bandsaw is going to catch it and drag it on up through like the machine, or he's going to catch it with a table saw or something like that. It's just going to be it's a hazard at the very least. I was like looking at it from that perspective, and then like more and more people started really analyzing this thing and realized like, wait a second, I think this guy is trolling the world right now. Not only the school district, but he's trolling the world with this woke bullshit. Apparently, he had been known to actually, you know, not lecture necessarily, but like kind of preach these. I don't know if it's any better for preach or lecture, but he would actually like talk about like right wing topics to the students and whatnot. So the guy is clearly a conservative, and then next thing you know, he comes in and now he's like a transgender with big fake tits, but he claims they were always real. Like, oh no, those are real. Those are my real tits. So we're gonna go into this, and it's just these photos are fantastic too. Just like the fact that he's going around in crutches, like in the school with the wig, the whole bit. It's just so over the top. Found the article. Check the private chat. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go through this. So like we'll do this. The Canadian high school teacher who wears a massive Z cut prosthetic breasts in class has been placed on leave after the post revealed that she rarely wears them outside of the school. Weird, right? Like it was a troll on the school. The Halton School District confirmed that the Oakville Trafalgar High School shop teacher, Kayla Lemieux, was put on paid leave Tuesday. While not currently on an active assignment, the teacher remains employed with the school district. Lemek's suspension comes after Education Minister Stephen Lesek and the Halton region MPPs, Natalie Pierre, Stephen, a bunch of names, rebuked the school board and having uh, abdicated abdicated its responsibility by failing to put the interests and safety of students first. Now, the funny thing about this is like safety of students. This is such a troll on them because now the school seems like they are transphobic because he went full circle with them on this shit. Like now that they put him on leave, like they put him on leave because he wasn't wearing the prosthetics out in like public and stuff like that, but he's wearing them at school and stuff like this, and then they're trying to like call him out on that type of thing. But he doesn't break character, and the whole fact that like now this guy is essentially going to get a paycheck for as long as they keep him on staff. Like for I don't know how long. Maybe he's got tenure. I don't know if they do that in Canada or not. But if he does have tenure, this guy is gold. He's going to have a paycheck until he decides he's going to retire, essentially, because he's on paid leave. It's insane. It's crazy. But like one mother named Lynn told one mother named Lynn. Okay, that's a weird way to kind of open the sentence. But the mother's name was Lynn, told the school board Wednesday that forms of identity and expression presented in the school environment must be scrutinized against the students or against the child's safeguarding practices. Um, Yeah, okay, just gonna keep on going. The average the saga gained international attention and came to a head after the Post revealed last month that once outside the school, the Mooks often ditched the breast wig and makeup and appeared as a man, which set shockwaves through the district. Which again, it's because the guy trolled the entire fucking world, and he won. He won. He beat the woke system. Hey, him not having a Chinese spy balloon sized titties outside the school is his truth. Titty lives matter. Yes, it's true. I believe that statement. She insisted, and it's funny because they're still saying she, even though clearly, like, this guy trolled everybody, but because they're so scared of the fact that they are so, that they're trying to be woke. They're trying to be woke and stay in this woke ideology that they won't abandon it, even though the guy clearly caught him. He caught him in all their bullshit. Uh, she insisted in a sit down with the Post that the man in the photos was not her, although she admitted she could not prove it and denied wearing prosthetic breasts at all. Yeah, because they're real. Like I said, like she admits it. It's I'm good. I'm even doing it. Like, it's too fucking funny. All right, these are real, the Mook said, adding that she could not say who the person photographed was because I don't want to bring anyone else into this. So again, like this guy is kind of like feeding into this whole idea of like um, either multiple personality, but he's definitely troll. It's a troll. The entire thing is a troll. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant what this guy has done. Uh, this is who I am. This is how I look. You've been talking to people in my building, but what they're telling you is harsh and untrue. I am always going out looking this way. So clearly trying to say two totally different people. When he's dressed as a guy, that's not the same person. Could be like the fraternal like twins or yeah, I think that's what they call them when it's like twins but they're separated and it's like a boy and a girl they're born at the same time. It's like fraternal twins, I think that's called. Lemux told the Post that although she began undergoing hormone replacement therapy in 2021 and was in transition, she was not a transgendered person, but was born intersex. Oh, so doubling down on all this shit. Great. Wait. Is there mental health issues involved? No way. I don't know necessarily if it's real mental health issues, but again, he's using it against them. So again, this is just a fantastic job. Cheers to you. Mm. The teacher said her extra large breasts are caused by a condition called gigantomastia, and but also admitted that she'd never been officially diagnosed. So never officially diagnosed. It's kind of like similar to how the self-diagnosis of like, oh well, I have this issue, I have this mental problem, I have gender dysphoria, I have They start listing off all the things that are wrong with them, but they never went and saw a doctor. Again, he's using a left tactic again against them at the same time. I love this. Like every aspect of what this guy has done was a left tactic of trying to like form some type of like gaslit argument. Typically, when someone tried to approach him, like, "Well, why don't you see a doctor about it? There's medicine for that." Oh, well, I can't do that because of insurance, and then they're going to go off about some kind of like healthcare issue as well. So then you get gaslit about that as well. All right. Gigantomastia is a rare condition that involves developing extremely large breasts due to excessive breast tissue growth, according to the renowned Cleveland Clinic, which said there are only about 300 cases reported. I mean, like, can we get the numbers and like photos of like these 300 cases? I'm kind of curious. I'd like to see some photos. I don't know. Google might not be my friend when it comes to searching for that type of shit, but I'm curious nonetheless. And also, like, it's a rare condition. You know this. It's a rare condition this day and age. So, he had to research this a little bit to try and like find some type of reason why he has gigantic tits. Some excuse for it. So we got gender queer, also like 11-year-old. Okay, so that's the end of that one. But I love that because like it's like the best troll against the school district that was trying to go super woke. So he's like, hey, you know what? Put all the cards on the table. I'm going to call you out on all this shit and see how woke you're willing to go with all of this. And gets to the point where they can't compete. They can't keep up with how woke this guy has gone. And now it's gone so full circle with the whole thing. They tried to get rid of him, and now he's just on paid leave. So who knows how long he's just going to be able to not work and collect a paycheck and not have to ever leave his apartment dressed as a female again, just because like they're not the same person. Fantastic. Love that stuff. So with that, I think now we're safe to go over to Rumble. I'm going to pull up some banners because I didn't get a chance to do this earlier, but rant me Rumble rants, rant me Rumble rants, rant me Rumble rants, me want Rumble rants, rant me Rumble rants, Rumble rant. So if you can do that, because I'm shilling right now, that's fantastic. So Will, you send over a message as well. Butter pecan is amazing. They're talking about that moonshine sipping creams. Old Smoky is the name of the brand. I've heard of that brand, so that's totally like I gotta check that one out. If you have a Bevmo near you, well, there's tons of places I can get like the Old Smoky like moonshine stuff. They carry moonshine and moonshine sipping creams. Okay, so I'm gonna look into that. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. But yes, Rumble rant me want Rumble rants. We're going to go over to Rumble right now and do all that stuff. So again, real quick, go to natureclear.com, 25% off if you place an order today using this promo code Sippin, SIPPIN. And also make sure you go over to tdpn.locals.com where you can go and you can be a part of some of the behind the scenes stuff that we're doing and also exclusive supporter content for only $3 a month. And if you use the promo code TDPN, you're going to get a free month of it as well, so that you can comment and be a part of all the other community fun. So definitely go and do that. And I'm going to pull up. It's up to 25% off. Well, I imagine it's 25% off. I would imagine, but if it means up to would mean that the max would be 25% off. Meaning, like, what, they're going to give me 10% off on something if I use my promo code? Why is my promo code only worth 10% while the whiskey one is worth 25? I don't know how that works, but guys, let me know. I'm you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably just going to place an order today and get myself a box as well, so that way I can do the same thing that Ian did before. I mean, Ian's sending me some samples, so I'm going to try it here live as well, so let you know what I think of it as well. But I'm probably going to place an order so that way I know the process and I can talk you through it if there is any like oddball things that come up when you're trying to order as well. So I'll go through that process and we'll do all that. Let's see here. We got other comments. Trevor, you are behind the scenes. Trevor's actually down here in the bar with me right now, but he's off camera and he's just watching the show, which I appreciate. Keep viewing, everybody. Depends on how much you buy. Oh, okay. Depends on how much you buy. Thank you for that, Ian. So yeah, we're going to definitely look more into that as well, but up to 25% off when you use the promo code SIPPIN. Sippin for today. All right, with that, that's enough promotion and tagging and stuff like that. We got, of course, tildeathstudios, which I talked about earlier, and then, of course, tildeathpodnetwork, where you can go over there and you can follow us, like us, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And, of course, if you're watching on Rumble right now, Rumble Rant, hit the plus button or the thumbs up now. I think it's the thumbs up now. So hit that button, view, just do everything on Rumble because that's where we can actually monetize. And we appreciate you guys so much who view our stuff on a regular basis. There's tons of new content every week coming out on the Till Death Podcast Network. With that, we're switching over to Rumble. I'm hitting the thing here, Ian. So you're going to have to cut off the other one whenever that happens. Rumble, here we go, and goodbye.